Break. Over. Yikes. I sold so bad, but we got through it. Okay, turn it off. That's all we can afford. What's going on, you guys? Steve here, and today we're going to be checking out Densha de Go 2 for the Sega Dreamcast. This is a really weird game. It's a really weird franchise. It's essentially an arcade train sim. The best way to describe this is it's the complete opposite of Crazy Taxi. Crazy Taxi is super fast, it's super aggressive, super aggro. You drive like a psychopath, and you get rewarded for driving like a psychopath. In this game, it's very slow, and you get rewarded for following the rules of the road. It's completely in Japanese. You follow Japanese train routes, so that adds another layer of difficulty for me as an American who does not speak or read Japanese. Yeah, I randomly found this game. I thought it was really cool. It's one of my personal favorites now after grinding and failing and figuring it out. So the name Densha de Go translates to Let's Go by Train. It was supposed to be a placeholder title that they actually stuck with, so there's that. The inventor of this franchise grew up riding Japanese trains, became a game dev, and pitched this idea. Taito went for it. They were like, okay, let's give it a shot. 20 plus years later, it's still a massive hit in Japan. It also has a pretty solid scene in America too, which I think is fascinating. I randomly found this game by Googling it a couple years ago, but there's a huge scene. I don't know too much about trains, about train sims. I've mostly only played driving sims, Sega Rally, Gran Turismo, Ridge Racer.
It's Ridge Racer! Ridge Racer! Remember that one?
Even Star Wars Squadrons. This is a comfort game for me at this point. It's very therapeutic playing this game. You can kind of just zone out. Honestly, there's been times where I fell asleep low-key playing this game. Not because it's boring, but just because I get so comfortable. This is the start menu for the game. You basically pick the type of train you want to operate. They all have little subtle nuances. Some are faster than others. Some run on different types of power. Let's rock with these right here. And these dots on the right indicate the length and difficulty of the route. If it's pretty chill like this first one, you have way more grace when it comes to making your window for stops, the violations that you can take. It's essentially an easier mode, easier difficulty. But yeah, if you go for something like this down here, yikes, it's kind of aggro. You got to be very precise and know what you're doing. So let's just go for this first one. So the graphics in this Dreamcast version aren't that great. Honestly, it's a pretty ugly looking game. They could have done better. It seems like they just ported the PlayStation version or the N64 version. This has been ported to basically every single console known to man. And yeah, you basically just operate a train. You take off like this. I'm in a 35 per hour zone. I'm approaching a 70, so I'm mindful of that. Kind of picking up my speed here. It's a crossing, so I honk. It is a violation if you honk too much, if you go too fast. And if you see at the top of the screen, I have that number 40. That's essentially my score or the amount of violations I can have. And if I'm speeding, if I honk too much, if I do something wrong, then that number goes down. And once that number hits 0, it's over. I'm gonna honk here because there's some workers, some employees. You gain points. See, I gained 5. Honk at the fields. Oh, I'm going way too fast. I was supposed to go 90 there. Honestly, I don't read Japanese, so I screwed up a lot when I first started playing this game, but after messing up enough times, I kind of figured out what I'm supposed to be doing. So now I'm approaching a 70 at this light coming up, so I'm supposed to drop my speed, please. Yikes, a little fast. It's not terrible. And if you notice my time in the top left, it's yellow, and that indicates it's a stop. If your time is white, that means you're supposed to just keep going, but that's your target time. There's just a lot of information on the screen that you have to be paying attention to. I'm supposed to brake here, get to 45 by the time I hit the light. If I'm going too fast by the time I hit this light right here, then I would lose points. But I'm doing okay. Oh, I picked up, I went 50. I'm supposed to stop here. Stopping in this game is my biggest problem, to be honest. I'm not very good at it, but I understand enough to play. 2 seconds here. Stop, stop, stop. I hit an emergency stop, but it is what it is. You have this 5-meter window for your stops. It's not horrible, but I did lose points. And if you look in the top left, it has that small little yellow light. That indicates that the doors have closed and you're okay to take off. You lose points if you dip before that. So if you look, my next stop, I'm supposed to get there by 6 hours, 1 minute. I'm about 1,500 meters away. So I'm gonna pick up speed. Just try to get there. I screwed up a couple times, but I'm doing okay considering. I'm just gonna go 100. I'm probably gonna be late, but we're trying here. It's a pretty strange game, to be honest. Like, the average Call of Duty player isn't going to get a good dopamine hit from this, and I understand. But for me, I think this game is pretty fun because it's so random. I'm gonna hit my brakes here. Maximum breakage. I'm gonna overshoot it all crazy. It is what it is. E-brake. I know. If you hit an e-brake, that's an absolute no-no. But I was right on the mark, though. Perfect. Yeah, you basically keep going. There is a proprietary controller for this game. It has 2 levers for acceleration and braking, so that adds to the immersion. But, I mean, you can play this with a regular controller. I'm playing with a regular controller. I enjoy it. I have my 4X memory card because I take the Dreamcast way too serious, but yeah. And you honk when you approach these tunnels, gain some points, very cool. I'm gonna pick up to about 100 if I can. I'm making decent time. But yeah, this is another one of those really strange Dreamcast imports. But it's fun. I just appreciate that the Dreamcast really tested the waters and they got really experimental with their stuff. I need to slow down. Yeah, I'm going way too fast. And I hit my e-brake. Yikes. Man, I'm screwing up so bad. But it is what it is. I swear, I usually play better than this, but I'm just not paying attention. I'm like trying to explain the game while playing it, and I'm just throwing. I'm actually kind of surprised because this game is fairly common in the US. You can find this in US arcades, which is strange because there's a bunch of other games that were made in the US, they were intended for the US, that have fallen into obscurity. But this game, you can find this in most arcades. I don't know if this game has ever actually been ported to a US console for US release. Every version of this game I know, it dropped in Japan. But yeah, you can find this game in the States. I'm behind. I'm a couple seconds off. Come on, bruh. Break. Over. Yikes. I sold so bad, but we got through it. Yes. Get that overshot all sloppy. Hey, we got there. That's all that really matters. And that's the game. That's Densha de Go 2 for the Sega Dreamcast.